Dear students, I am Dr. S.S. Desai from Statistics Department of our college. I am going to teach you some of the topics from your statistics paper. This is the list of topics for your paper. BCA Part 2nd, Semester 3rd, paper number 305. Name of the paper is Computer Oriented Statistical Methods. So these are the topics: Introduction and Scope of Statistics, Primary and Secondary Data, Frequency Distribution, Graphical and Diagrammatical Representation of Frequency Distribution, Measures of Central Tendency, Dispersion, Correlation, Regression, Sampling Methods, and Time Series. So out of these, I will teach you some of the topics. Today we are going to discuss introduction and scope of statistics, data and its various kinds. Before that, let us see important notations or important symbols used in statistics. The first important symbol is sigma, and it denotes sum of the values. Another notation is again sigma. We denote it by the notation sigma, and that is the standard deviation of values. So here summation of x denotes sum of values, summation of x square denotes sum of squares, and summation of x into y denotes sum of products. So note that no one is perfect in this world. No one can understand 100%, and the important point is statistics is the best friend. So these are some of the words which we are going to use frequently: data, variable and constant, discrete variable and continuous variable, population and sample, census method and sampling, parameter and statistics. These are the key definitions. First one is population. A population is the collection of all individuals of interest under investigation. Here capital N denotes the population size. Next one is a sample. Sample is an observed subset of population. Small n denotes the sample size. Parameter. A parameter is a specific characteristic of a population. Statistic. Statistic is a specific characteristic of a sample. So this diagram clearly gives idea about population and sample, parameters and statistics. The values calculated using population data are called as parameters, and values computed from sample data are called as statistics. Now let us see the history of statistics. The existence of statistics is as old as the existence of human society. Statistics is in use from the time when man began to count and measure. The word statistics seems to be derived from the Italian word statista, or the Latin word status, or the German word statistic, or the French word statistique. All these words have same meaning: political state. Professor Gottfried Achenwall used the word statistic at German University in 1749. Now let us see the definitions of statistics. Statistics has been defined in different ways by different writers. Some have defined statistics as statistical, that is numerical data, whereas others have defined statistics as statistical methods. Some of the definitions of statistics are as below. Statistics as numerical data. Bowley defined statistics as statistics is a numerical statement of facts in any department of inquiry placed in relation to each other. Yule and Kendall define statistics as, by statistics we mean quantitative data affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes. Professor Horst Sechrist have defined statistics as, by statistics we mean the aggregate of facts affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes, numerically expressed and enumerated or estimated according to reasonable standards of accuracy, collected in a systematic manner for a predetermined purpose and placed in relation to each other. So these are some definition of statistics as statistical methods. Professor Bowley has given the definition of statistics as statistics may be called the science of counting. Bowley again has given another definition. Statistics is a science of measurement of the social organism as a whole. Buddington has given this definition. The science of estimates and probabilities. This definition is also incomplete because estimates and probabilities are only a part of statistical methods. Croxton and Cowdon have given a very simple and concise definition of statistics as, statistics is a science which deals with collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. So thus, statistics is defined as, statistics is a science and an art which deals with collection, organization, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. In collection of data, we use sampling survey. In presentation of data, we use charts, tables, and graphs. And in characterizing data, we use averages, such as median, mean, harmonic mean, standard deviation, etc. etc. Now let us see the scope of statistics. So statistics is used in industry. Success in business and commerce largely depends upon the capability to forecast accurately. Statistics provides different methods of forecasting production, demand, and supply with reliable accuracy. Statistics is used in economics, and economics has to deal with the problems of production, distribution, and also with those of consumption. Statistics helps to understand these problems. It also helps to import, export, and an exchange, describes the production capacity of country in relation to other countries. So statistics can be used in management, also in government. So statistics is indispensable for the government for the proper implementation of its policies, such as dearness allowance, etc. etc. Statistics is useful in research. The methodology of statistics is used in research. It is applied in various fields such as medical research, educational research, etc. etc. Statistics is useful in any area where decisions are made on the basis of incomplete information. Now let us see uses of statistics in our real life. At every stage and in every aspect of our activities, we use statistics. Statistics is used even at the origin stage of human beings. Certain statistics are used to the extent that we hardly feel that we are using statistics. So that means have it have become common sense to use statistics. Who uses statistics? Everyone uses statistics. Poor as well as rich, educated as well as uneducated, male as well as female, child as well as young persons. All everyone uses statistics. So there is one concept known as sampling in statistics. So that concept is used in testing of blood sugar, blood group, samples in medical field. In kitchen, we test cooked products, rice, wheat, sweet dish, etc., etc. Statistics is useful while selecting life partner. Statistics is used in education, examinations, interviews. Statistics is used in testing of explosives, crackers. Statistics is used in dairy to decide degree and fat of milk. Statistics is used in farming to see whether the grain has completed or not. So these are another concepts. The linear programming problem. Basically, as a student, your problem is how to get maximum marks with minimum study or without study. As an industrialist, how to get maximum profit or maximum money with minimum capital, minimum workers, or minimum investment. Statistics is useful in each and every subject, even from arts for further study, such as MPhil, PhD, and further research. Statistics is very useful for various competitive exams and courses like MPSC, UPSC, banks, railway, MBA, MCA, MSW, CA, etc., etc. And the most important is statistics is very useful while studying computer. A person with knowledge of statistics can easily and shortly understand the computer. Now let us see the definition of data. The information collected for statistical investigation is called as a data. It may be in the form of numbers, words, figures, symbols, questions and answers, etc., etc. Now let us see raw data. Any data before it is processed or analyzed by statistical methods is called a raw data. There are two types of data, primary data and secondary data. Let us see about primary data. The data which is originally collected by an investigator or his agency for the first time is called as primary data. Such data is original in character and more reliable. Such data will not be available elsewhere. For example, the data collected in a population census by the Register General of India, data collected by National Sample Survey, Reserve Bank of India, etc., etc. So these are the methods used to collect primary data: direct personal observation or interview, indirect oral investigation, information from the local sources and correspondence, data through questionnaires, and investigations through enumeration. Secondary data. The data which is not originally collected by an investigator but rather obtained from published or unpublished sources is known as secondary data. For example, the data of population census or part of it reproduced in another publications is secondary data. So these are the methods for secondary collecting secondary data. Government publications, reports of the committees, publications of foreign governments and international bodies, publications of autonomous institutes, publications of private organizations, journals and magazines. Let us see the difference between qualitative and quantitative data. So a characteristic which cannot be measured or expressed in numbers is called as a quality. For example, beauty, kindness, honesty, etc. are qualities. A data collected or arranged according to a well-defined quality is called as qualitative data or categorical data. For example, data regarding to satisfaction of a customer, satisfied and unsatisfied, population by the gender male and female, persons into rich and poor are qualitative data or categorical data. Now, quantitative data, a characteristic which can be measured or expressed in numbers is called as quantity, such as height, weight, income, expenditure, price, demand of an atom. So these are the quantities. A data collected according to any quantity is called as quantitative data. In quantitative data, we talk about how many, how frequently, or how much of the something. For example, how frequently a child hit another child. So this is the tabular representation of difference between qualitative and quantitative data and some of the examples related to that. Thank you. Thank you very much.